One of the most transformative things to happen to the music business in the last several years is TikTok. There have been artists that have blown up on TikTok and then parlayed that success into very successful careers outside of the platform. They basically use TikTok as a launching pad to build a career after having blown up on there. Naturally, there are now companies who are looking to create avenues for that opportunity for other independent artists so it doesn't just become blind luck every time it happens. And the platform that is doing the most and working the hardest to figure this out and create these opportunities for independent artists is Playlist Push. Now, I recently ran a TikTok campaign through Playlist Push for my song Darkness. In this video, we're going to look at that campaign. I'm going to show you the results. We're going to walk through how to set up a campaign of your own. And then at the end of it, I want to share with you my thoughts on how I could do better or how you can do better at setting up your campaign to get even better results than what I got. So let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's Tom. Welcome back to the lab. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my life. Now today, we're talking about TikTok and Playlist Push. If you're an OG subscriber to the channel, you know that I've done several videos on Playlist Push in the past. They recently launched this TikTok feature where you can promote your song on the platform, and they hit me up and asked me if I would be interested in trying it and then reporting on the results here with you. So I was like, absolutely, let's do it. I've been interested to learn more about TikTok and how things go viral on there and how songs perform on there for a while now. And I've been a fan of Playlist Push for a while as well. And so this all sort of seemed like the perfect opportunity to cover all of that in one fell swoop. So let's dive into Playlist Push. I'll share with you my results and then we'll go from there. Now, first things first, looking at my song Darkness. Light up the darkness. I ran sort of two campaigns with the song. We ran a $1,000 campaign. First $500 was running it one way, and the second $500 was running it another way. So sort of two campaigns within one full campaign. That campaign netted me 31 videos created by creators on the platform, which doesn't include other videos that other people made who didn't get contacted through Playlist Push. I got over 1 million views and over 180,000 comments on TikTok as a result of this campaign, which is pretty amazing. I mean, that's 1 million people who listened to my song and saw content with my song in it. So tons of engagement and tons of eyeballs and earballs, I like to say, on my music. So very, very good results for this campaign. I'm really happy with them. The guys at Playlist Push were happy with it too. They said this is a really good result for this campaign. And I'll show you on the dashboard here in Playlist Push, if we go to my campaign, you can see, I'm not sure why the view count has changed since I got my original email, but you can see there are over 59 videos actually that had been made as a result of the 31 that were made through here. So double the amount of videos as were made as a direct result of the platform were made on TikTok. So once it starts to spread out a little bit, even outside of Playlist Push, which is cool. And 2,200 comments, which is awesome too. So all of that engagement on all these videos that my song was a part of. Now, what we did for my campaign is my wife has a very active and pretty successful TikTok account. She got like 50-something thousand followers. I asked her when the song dropped, will you make a video for my song? And we'll use that video as an example for this campaign to point people to. Naturally, being the good wife that she is, she agreed to do that. And I'll leave a link to her video and the sound and actually a lot of different stuff in the description of this video if you want to check it out. I'm not sure what the legalities are of sharing other people's TikToks in your YouTube videos. I'm sure I could share my wife's, but I don't know about anybody else's, so I'm just not going to put any of them in here. Instead, I'm going to link to specifically my wife's video and the sound we used in the description of this video so you can see all the other videos that were made as a result. So this is what happened with my campaign. Let's walk through what it would be like setting up a campaign from scratch, and I will walk you through how we set up this campaign as an example. So if we go back to the dashboard here, what we're going to do is we're going to click Create New Campaign. Now in here, we're going to fill out all the information, going to upload your song file. I like to do that every time. I'm going to do my song, which is Darkness, my artist name, social link, English, United States, Nashville, select TikTok videos. Here, you're going to copy and paste your TikTok sound link. If you want to figure out how to do that, Playlist Push has a blog post on how to do this, and I will include that link in the description of this video. Mine's already pre-populated. This is the sound we used, and then I selected a budget of $300 or more, and I submitted for review. Now, once that review process is done, the next screen you're going to come to is this, where you pick your budget. Now, like I said, we picked a $1,000 budget, which Playlist Push graciously sponsored for me for this video. Super awesome on their behalf to do. So my budget was $1,000 for my campaign. And as you can see, that's what's selected already. And you've got about 17 to 50 videos we can expect, 1 to 2 million views, basically we can expect, which is pretty much in line with what I got. I was on the lower end of that. And then price $1,000. And as you can see here, they've got 3,700 creators in their network, and with a combined total of almost 900 million followers of the people who are represented on here. So there's a lot of opportunity to get to a lot of different people. We're going to go to select and continue. Here, we've got our TikTok sound, which is from the link we uploaded earlier. And then the next parts, video concept, suggested hashtags, launch date, and budget. Now, here, under a video concept, this says it's recommended. We used a concept for the first one. We actually used it for both campaigns, but we kept it tighter on the first one. We'll click edit. And then what we did is we included this. Do a transition from your everyday look to your Halloween costume, or a darker look to celebrate spooky season. Start right before the drop, something like this. And this is where we included a reference link to my wife's video. In her video, she goes from normal clothing to her Halloween costume at the drop of the song. So we used that as a reference, and then we included the hashtag light up the darkness, because that's a lyric from the song. And this all felt pretty good and pretty thematically accurate because it was in the middle of October. The song came out October 23rd. It's the perfect time to do Halloween costume reveals. And so this felt like the right move for the time of year especially. We saved that, and then I left it as default, total price, amount due, all this, proceed to payment. So this is how we ran the first one. One thing to note on the sound, when my wife uploaded her video, she made the video outside of the TikTok app and downloaded the sound, used it, and then re-uploaded it. So the sound ended up becoming her sound, which I didn't care because it's my wife. It doesn't matter to me, but it's something you should know, that you need to link to your actual sound on the platform, on the app, to get it to sync with the sound that came from your distributor. We didn't do that, but again, something to be aware of. So this is how we set up the first campaign. Now, the second campaign, we left things a little more open-ended. So if we click edit here again, I'm going to show you what we wrote down for that. The second time around, this is what we wrote. Same hashtag, but we wrote, please do a transition right before the drop in the song. It should match the vibe of the song. Example, my wife's video, or make a video that plays on the theme of the song, lighting up the darkness. Thanks. So here's what happened amongst these two different options. The first way around, we got, I would say probably half the videos actually adhered to changing and doing Halloween style things, but the other half just kind of disregarded it and did something at the drop, but kind of didn't really follow the instructions, which I didn't really care. It's all good to me. But a really neat feature that they have in here is that, going back to campaigns here and going back to my campaign, I had the option to reject those videos if I wanted to. Over here under all these videos, you see approved. When a video is first posted from a creator, you have 48 hours to watch the video and approve it, or you can reject it. If they didn't follow what you asked them to do, you can say, that's no good. I want to be really strict about this. I only want Halloween videos, I only want costume reveals, and none of this other stuff is going to work. You can reject them and they won't show up here, and you don't have to pay for them, which is great. But with that stricter focus on the concept, we weren't able to get as many people excited about it. Conversely, the second time around, we had a lot more people engage with and do the open-ended concept, because what people generally want to do is something that fits within the vibe of their channel. Not everyone's TikTok channel is them in Halloween costume or anything having to do with dancing or reveals. Like, one of the ones I got was a girl doing bath bombs in her bathtub, and her whole channel is about stuff at home like that, like crafts and things. And she used the song to fit into the style of content that she likes to make. My advice on that is, come up with a concept, but do leave it open-ended. That's what I learned from this, is figure out something that you would like to see thematically tie everything in, and tell people that, but leave it open-ended as well, because you want to give them the opportunity to be creative with your sound. The tighter you are on it, the less activity you're probably going to get. So this is how my campaign went. This is how you would set yours up in theory if you want to run one. Having looked at all this, seeing the results, there are a few things that I took away from it that if I do this again, I know I can and will do better. First of all, pick a distributor that allows you to customize your TikTok sound. A lot of distributors don't let you do this. They will just pick the section of the song that they think is best, or just that starts at the 30-second mark, and that's what you end up with on the platform. So pick a distributor that allows you to customize the start time of your TikTok sound. Number 2, set the beginning of your sound exactly where the coolest part of your song starts. So for me, it's the build up right before the drop, because you want to get that transition moment. You don't want to start on the downbeat of the drop. Give a little bit of build up, but make sure that the part leading up to the best part of the song is pretty short. What I did when I customized my sound to send it to TikTok when I uploaded Darkness for release is I just picked a 1-minute section of the song that included the best part. The problem with that is most creators don't want to fiddle with scrolling through the sound to find that good part. They want to click the sound and have it be right there. I did that incorrectly this time around. It worked out fine because when my wife uploaded her video and we used that sound, she picked the right part, and so the sound started at the right part technically. But like I said before, it didn't link back with me as an artist. Now, my wife, being the awesome woman that she is, tagged me in the post, so I did get some followers and some comments and people off of that coming to YouTube, coming to my profile on TikTok and things like that. But had it come directly from me or had it come directly from my profile, I probably would have gotten more traction as a result. And that's another thing. If you don't have the specific sound that came from your distributor as the sound in your video, in your sample video to show to creators, at least make sure that you're the first video that uses that sound, so that when people go to that page, they will see that you're the original video on that sound and can come and find you. So you want to create ease of use and opportunity for people to come back to you as the origin of the sound, basically. The next point is create a concept, as I said, but do leave it open-ended. This was a big one. I'm really glad we ran 2 versions of this to sort of A/B test what happened, because I would have thought that a tighter, focused concept would have been better and yielded more results because people didn't have to worry about it. But I've come to learn that people want to be able to add their own spin onto it. So again, come up with something. Don't leave it completely open. I mean, you can, but I think your best results are going to be achieved by coming up with an idea, but leaving plenty of opportunity for any creator to be creative and do their own thing with it. And then lastly, this is the most important one to me, expectations. I did this completely open-ended. This was a complete test for me. This was an opportunity to work with the guys at Playlist Push, learn more about their platform and report on it. And also for me to learn about what this is like, both running a TikTok campaign on Playlist Push and learning about what TikTok can do for me, for you as an artist, just in general. Set your expectations reasonably for this. For me, with my campaign, I did not get a gigantic influx of traffic to other channels. TikTok is one part of a release strategy should you choose to use it. It is not something where you're going to dump all your money in TikTok and all that money is going to jump over to Spotify or Apple Music and drive up all your streams. It's not a replacement for running Facebook ads. It's not a replacement for playlisting. It's not like you go, okay, I have a release budget. Do I do ads or do I do playlists or do I do TikTok? They all have their place. Me, you know, if you follow my channel, I love Facebook ads. Running a TikTok campaign is not going to replace your Facebook ad strategy, but your Facebook ad strategy is likely not going to drive any traffic on TikTok. So they have their place. Again, I'll tell you, have reasonable expectations and make this a part of a bigger release strategy. So if you're going to run a TikTok campaign on Playlist Push, my recommendation is to plan in advance and make sure you strategize for how this fits into all the other pieces of your release cycle. If you choose to run a TikTok campaign on Playlist Push, I think it's a good option for building traffic on that platform. In fact, in my conversation with the guys there, they've said people have had a lot of luck on this. They have seen a lot of people start with a low budget, and because they get such good results, they keep just adding to the budget, which is something you can do on the platform. Once your campaign has run, if you look right here, you can add more budget and you can keep promoting the same song over and over again, which is something I would recommend over pushing each subsequent release to playlist push. I would use this platform. If I were to do this again on my own, I would probably use the TikTok feature after having released a body of work over a period of time. And I would find the song that has performed the best out of the last, let's say, 8 songs. Then I would re-push that song across multiple channels. I'd run my ads, I'd do my playlisting, and I would run a TikTok campaign. That's where I think this fits into a strategy and a release cycle. Maybe it's good for if you drop a full-length record, you've released singles all throughout the year and you're dropping a record at the end. Look at the song that has performed the best that's going to be on that record and make that your #1 song to push now in that entire body of work, and use this system as a part of that release strategy. So that's it for this video. If you want to try this service, if you want to run a TikTok campaign, there's a link in the description of this video that you can click through and save yourself some money. There's also a code that you can use for your first campaign on Playlist Push to save yourself a few bucks as well. I think that this is a really cool thing. I'm really grateful to Playlist Push and the guys over there for including me in this and asking me to check it out. So thank you guys for sponsoring this video. Much appreciated. Now, before I sign off, I will say, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit notifications, all the stuff. And if you really dig it, share it with others. I hope that this helpful information can get out to anybody who needs it. So at the end here, the series we're in right now on Facebook ads is up top here, and then whatever YouTube decides to put at the bottom. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.